And those will be our starters. Some intriguing matchups on the floor tonight. Sit tight. We'll be back in just a moment. TGIF, everyone. It's the NBA on 2K Sports. We're bringing it to you live with Hall of Famers Grant Hill and Doris Burke. This is Brian Anderson. Joining us from the sidelines, Allie LaForce. Allie, take it away.
Well, guys, Miles Turner is one of the game's premier rim protectors. He said, quote, "I change games. I'm able to push my team, and they know that when I'm back there, it makes it easier for everybody."
Well, he is a presence, Allie, no question. Thank you. And now the Indiana Pacers starters. Halliburton and Mathurin man the backcourt together. Pascal Siakam out there with Miles Turner. And it's Nesmith in at the three, the small forward. And for the Thunder, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is out there with Alex Caruso. Then there's Lou Dort, then there's Holmgren, and it's Williams in at the four. Boy, it's been a tough stretch for both of these teams lately, Grant. Each side could really use this win to turn things around.
Right now, it's all about desperation for these teams, B.A. It's easy to get down on yourself and your team when you've been struggling like these two clubs have. But sometimes all it takes is one good game to rejuvenate a team.
Halliburton, the pass to Turner. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window.
Yeah, Miles Turner can carve space. Don't let that lean frame fool you. He can get inside and score deep.
Oh, they get a hand on it. Dort outside. Here's Holmgren. It's rebounded by Pascal Siakam. And about a minute gone in the first quarter. Pass to Nesmith. Lets the three fly. No luck on that one. So Oklahoma City will take it the other way. Now here's Dort. Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. Beyond the arc. Gets his second attempt to go. Now he's 1 for 2.
Well, great decision from Dort. If your teammate is open, get him the basketball. Nicely done.
Halliburton against Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's Nesmith. Shot clock at 6. And it's blocked. And they turn it over. Shot clock violation as the buzzer sounds. And that shot was going nowhere thanks to that aggressive swat.
And that kind of rejection early on energizes your squad. The coaching staff just loves this kind of hustle.
To the inside, Holmgren. Oh, and there's a one-hand jam.
Well, there's a craftiness to the play of Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Shifts the defense around to get his teammate an open look. Guys, you think about the Indiana Pacers, a team that has had several coaching changes of late, and obviously that kind of inconsistency has no doubt played a part in their recent struggles. This is what we call highly efficient play, working off the screen, getting to the cup.
Pass to Holmgren. Gilgeous-Alexander on the wing. Jacks up a three. The rebound by Turner. The Pacers have gone 2 for 5 here in the first. Gilgeous-Alexander against Halliburton. That one goes. Now he's 1 for 2. Well, the Pacers hired Rick Carlisle as their coach for the second time, by the way, in the summer of 2021.
That's exactly right, B.A. Remember, Coach Carlisle was quite successful here between 2003 and 2007. Then he moved on to be the head coach of the Dallas Mavericks for 13 years. Obviously a championship coach that 1 year with Dirk Nowitzki. I think the Pacers optimistic Coach Carlisle can help speed up this rebuild.
Halliburton against Gilgeous-Alexander. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
The two things you love here, how confident Halliburton is offensively. The second is not afraid to take punishment while he's shooting the basketball.
And both free throws good for Halliburton.
Well, this guy has multiple ways to get to the free throw line, and boy, has his stroke been on the money.
And slammed dunk by Gilgeous-Alexander.
How fast off his feet is Gilgeous-Alexander? What a dunk.
And it's the Pacers with the ball. After the basket by Oklahoma City. Here's Mathurin. The offensive rebound. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair.
Second personal foul. Second team foul. Shooting for Indiana, Miles Turner.
The first free throw is good. Hey, every team wants a guy who can block shots, and they certainly want a guy who can hit threes. Miles Turner does both, Grant.
Yes, he does, B.A. Miles has led the league in blocks multiple times. He also shot it well from the three-point range. He's just a unique skill set. It's really hard to find guys like Turner.
And the Thunder making a change here. Hartenstein's checked in. And boy, has this been a competitive matchup thus far.
These teams have swapped leads 7 times already, and we're not even in the second half.
Here's Matherin. Another shot. And Siakam lays it up and in.
This is a real strength of Siakam's game, the ability to extend possessions and get second chance points on the board.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander, and there's another one for the Thunder.
What a terrific play by just a tremendous all-around player. This guy makes it look easy.
And there's a whistle. That'll belong to Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. That's his first foul.
Personal foul. Third team foul.
Here's Turner. Here's Matherin. Doubled by Caruso. 6 to shoot. That's tipped. Pushing it up the floor. Here comes Oklahoma City. Here's Hartenstein. Outside for Dort. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. From outside, off the mark. Indiana trailing here. Here's Nesmith. Now here's Siakam. Gilgeous-Alexander with a rebound.
Cannot believe he missed that one. Ooh, I'm sure he can't either.
And Hartenstein gets it to go. Hartenstein's got his second bucket on the night.
And you like the balance here, not just falling in love with the 3-ball.
Here's Nesmith. Well, no scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. Out of bounds, it'll be Oklahoma City's ball. Joe's checked in for Oklahoma City. Nimhart, he's checked in for Indiana. McConnell comes in for Halliburton. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Count it from distance. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 10.
Boy, this guy's confidence from the outside is growing and growing. Gilgeous-Alexander with the three-point shot.
Jumps up and slam dunk by Gilgeous-Alexander.
Adding insult to injury with the dunk off the steal.
Nice to see a good play on D. That led to some fireworks.
Let's see if that serves as a momentum builder. What a great sequence for this group.
Timeout called, the Pacers.
Boy, when the conversation turns to the young stars in the NBA, I think it's hard to leave Shai Gilgeous-Alexander off this list. This is a 6'6" point guard who can do it all.
And the Pacers making a change here. Wiseman's checked in. And Nesmith gets it to go.
Have to love the ball distribution. Keep everyone involved.
Nice move. Here's Williams. He can't get that one to fall. So Indiana will take it the other way. And Gilgeous-Alexander, he was unstoppable to end the 2021-22 season.
He was, B.A., because before being shut down with that ankle injury, consider this. Shai averaged over 30 points, 7 assists, and 5 rebounds over a 13-game span. And that was with shooting splits of 54% and 39% from 3. That's very impressive.
The defense kind of opened up for him, and he took full advantage.
From deep, Gilgeous-Alexander. Oh, the Thunder, another 3.
This guy is showing off his entire offensive package right now. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander in full effect.
Pass to Wiseman. Here's Nesmith. Now McConnell. Clock at 6. Oh, and he blocks it off the glass. Wow.
Wow, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander off his feet and sends it back.
From deep three-point range. And so the ball out of bounds. Gilgeous-Alexander tucks it last. Toppin, he's checked in for Turner.
Obi Toppin.
Indiana's gone 0 for 3 from downtown. Gilgeous-Alexander against McConnell. The Pacers again can't hit. Thunder with a lead. Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. Fires the three. He's got it going on. Now 7 for 10.
They're not wasting any time putting their stamp on this game. What a start.
And they've been doing it largely at the offensive end. If the defense does not adjust, this could be a blowout.
Here's McConnell. Oh, it's blocked by Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to Joe. Launches a three. And again, Oklahoma City with a triple.
They've been very effective so far. A balanced attack at its best.
On the offensive end, it feels like they're getting the shots they want, and defensively, they are connected and on a string.
Now here's Toppin over Williams. Toppin's shot is off.
Boy, a clean, close look. What a missed opportunity.
And they're really rolling right now. That lead keeps getting bigger and bigger.
And one of the things that's helped that is they're getting it done on both ends. Terrific focus on offense, and they're locked in defensively.
McConnell outside. Pass to Wiseman. Got a hand on it, and he gets it back, and he recovers it. Their offense stone cold. Another miss there. That'll count. And so it's the Oklahoma City Thunder liking their chances, ending the quarter with a 50.
31. The Pacers, 16.
Great to have you with us. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. All right, guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Thunder.
Well, in today's NBA, the three-point shot is so valuable. They realize this, and that's why they're continuing to drain as many as they can.
Then the other thing that's working for them tonight, getting out into the open floor. A lot of the damage coming in transition.
Isaiah Hartenstein is out there with Lou Dort. Then it's Alex Caruso. Then there's Holmgren. And it's Joe in at the point. That's the group for Oklahoma City getting going in the second. And there's the basket, and the whistle blows. Chance at a three-point play here. Going to the line for one. Over the last few years, we've seen the rise of the skilled big. Doris, how's that changed the way basketball is played?
I think, BA, certainly it has made for a more wide-open game. The advent of that stretch 4, stretch 5, it creates better spacing because you've got to deal with their shooting. To me, it's a much better product for the fans.
Just 5 on the clock. Here's Nembhard. And it's Holmgren with a rebound.
Coach loves the execution, just not the result. That's okay. That's part of the process.
And here's Caruso outside. Oklahoma City gets it back. And Hartenstein gets it to go.
And this is exactly what he's capable of. He finds different ways to make an impact. This time on the offensive glass.
How about the hustle on display there? That kind of effort will earn respect from everyone.
Back to Dort. 4-3. The Pacers pull it in. A minute and a half gone in the second quarter. Yep, that one's good. Halliburton's gotten his second bucket on the night.
We call that tough points from a tough guy, young Tyrese Halliburton.
The leaner. Good. He hits the jumper. And the Thunder lead by 20.
And just not letting up at all. I mean, you have to love this approach. You want to get the ball to the guys who make plays.
One thing we've learned in the NBA, the game is never over. So you've got to continue to score, continue to build your lead.
Oh, and a nice defensive play to disrupt the lob. And he's going for the oop here.
Well, that is about recognition right there from Tyrese Halliburton. He recognizes the overcommitment, makes the defense pay.
And that streaking rack attack is the Mobile One drive.
Oh, and trailing by double digits, who can you count on to continue to battle? He's answering in the affirmative.
Time called here. Indiana decides to talk it over.
And with the offense reeling, coach has to get these guys on the same page.
And to me, they're just taking too many tough shots. And when they do get an easy one, the confidence just isn't there.
Williams is checked in for Oklahoma City. And the Pacers also making a change. Turner, he's checked in for Toppin. Here's Nembhard. Right wing, 5 to shoot. Here's Turner. He got a piece of it. And the ball out of play. The Thunder will have it.
Oklahoma City ball.
The Thunder have gone 4 for 6 here in the second.
The Oklahoma City Thunder, clearly an organization focused on the future, look no further than the median age of their roster. One of the youngest teams in the league.
Pass to Nembhard. Back to Halliburton. Takes a 13-footer. Can't get it to drop. And the Thunder going the other way now. Caruso with it. Let's go with a 3. They get the rebound. Holmgren. And he banks in the layup. Holmgren's got 4 points this quarter.
Second chance points are always painful. Have to make the effort to box out.
No doubt those extra possessions can really add up against you when you do not take care of the defensive glass.
Here's Matherin. It's deflected. Pushing it up the floor. Here comes Oklahoma City. Here's Williams. And Williams punches it home.
I like that. Lou Dort knows I don't have an opportunity, but I can put a pass on time and on target and get my teammate involved. Nicely done.
Right, so having a young team like the Thunder must have its advantages and disadvantages, huh, Doris?
Unequivocally, the upside your guys have brings energy, potential, and obviously their lack of experience can hurt when you take on more veteran teams. But the key for this organization is player development. Can you build habits, can you build culture, and can you build a winner?
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
Here's Matherin. Three-pointer, no good. The Thunder have gone 7 for 11 in the second quarter. Dort outside. From behind the arc. Pass to Holmgren. Here's Joe. He drops it from range. He's got 6.
You have to have the vision to find the open man. Beautiful pass.
Time called here. Indiana decides to talk it over. After making the playoffs 5 years straight, the Pacers have struggled to get back to the postseason.
You know, BA, they're trying to go through a rebuild right now, and that's going to take some time. But the front office and coaching staff appear comfortable with this direction, knowing it might be a while before they make the playoffs again.
Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, he's checked in for Joe. The Pacers also with a sub. Neesmith's checked in. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Outside, Williams. Dort for 3. The rebound by Turner. Turner's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Halliburton with the ball. Guarded now by Williams. And once again off the mark by Indiana. And it's Thunder's ball. They're on an 18-7 run. Dort for 3. Good. Third basket in 6 attempts.
Being ready on the catch, such an important skill, and Lou Dort's confidence really starting to grow.
Gilgeous-Alexander against Halliburton. Here's the floater, and he lays it in. Halliburton's got 11.
When Halliburton gets this close to the cup, he's got that little teardrop. Very tough to stop it.
Williams, and he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2. They'll pin that one on Pascal Siakam.
Yeah, and despite being the youngest team in the league, the Thunder have been solid defensively the last couple years. A great sign going forward for this franchise.
And the Pacers making a change here. And looking at this Oklahoma City roster, what makes them so good on D?
Well, they have loads of length. The Thunder have made a point to draft players with huge wingspans, making things difficult for opponents scoring-wise.
Caruso, left side. Williams passes to Dort. Off target from three-point range. Indiana's gone 1 of 4 from three-point land here in the second. Pass to Turner. Up top, McConnell. And up the court come the Thunder on the break. And Dort with the bucket on the assist from Holmgren. He's got 9.
I get a sense of Lou Dort's physicality and the strength in that frame. What a nice-looking finish. Woo!
McConnell passes to Wiseman. Offensive rebound. There's the block. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Turner. Toppin, he's checked in for Indiana.
Substitution for the Pacers.
Oklahoma City has gone 7 for 17 from three-point range so far in this matchup. Out to the right wing. Here's Holmgren. It's rebounded by Indiana. Wiseman's got 4 rebounds now. Halliburton on the attack. Second shot opportunity. Goes up again. And you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance at a three-point play.
One shot. Credit their discipline. They've been working for high percentage shots. Yeah, and for the Pacers, things had gotten stale. So they bring in a new coach in Rick Carlisle, a new potential star in Tyrese Halliburton, a fresh start for this franchise.
One shot.
Indiana switching things up recently, going forward in a new direction.
And you know, BA, change can be a good thing. Sometimes organizations can get comfortable winning 42, 44 games, losing in the first round. But the Pacers clearly want more. And you know what? I respect that. And the defense has no one to blame but themselves. I mean, they just let them get right to the rim.
To me, this has simply stated been a complete lack of defensive attention and focus all night long.
Pass to McConnell. And here's Wiseman. Here's Nesmith. Back to Wiseman. And it's Wiseman with the jam.
Oh, just an artful little reverse slam.
Power and style. That was sweet. Dort for 3. And the rebound goes to the Pacers.
He needs to look to try to drive inside and get going. That outside shot is simply not there.
And Nesmith gets it to go.
I'll tell you, you are playing with fire anytime you leave this guy open, and they just got burned.
Dort for 3. Ooh, give him his 5th make of the game in 10 attempts.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
Here's Nesmith. Dort defending. 6 on the shot clock. Here's McConnell. Williams grabs the board. Williams has got his 5th rebound in this one. Holmgren. And that one goes. He's now recorded his 5th bucket in 8 tries.
Pretty dime there, the kind of ball movement coaches love to see.
From the right block, McConnell's shot is off. Right side, Williams. And the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket is good, and he'll go to the line.
In terms of offense, they've been the more efficient team by far.
And I think because of that, they've gotten the better looks to start this basketball game.
Here's Nesmith. Ooh, he can't stop the run as that misses.
And with a score, 66.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Shai Gilgeous-Alexander led the way in the first half. He had 18 points, 2. And that'll do it.
Here come your Thunder Girls.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. You know, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander has been exceptional here, guys.
Well, if he's hit threes like he did in the first half, he's going to have a monster night.
What I love is they've continued to feed this guy, ride the hot hand until the defense does something about it.
And Indiana looking at who they've got. Halliburton and Mathurin man the backcourt together. Pascal Siakam out there with Nesmith. And it's Turner in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Dort's shot is good.
Well, for Lou Dort, it's all about building confidence from three-point territory. This is a growing part of his skill set.
Siakam finds Turner. And it's good. Fought through contact, hit the shot, and will go to the line. Since KD left Oklahoma City in the summer of 2016, the Thunder have not won a playoff series, Doris.
That's exactly right, B.A. They had a few playoff teams, but they were all bounced in the first round. I think that is what led this organization to basically hit the reset button. Now they want a title caliber team, not a team stuck in the middle.
Pass to Turner. The Thunder pull it in. Holmgren's got 9 rebounds in the game. Boy, he's getting it done. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. And again, Oklahoma City with a triple.
Yeah, he's in his bag from beyond the arc right now. You see his confidence.
And I think the defender knows once he gets cooking, look out. The bucket looks awfully big to him right now.
Here's Siakam. They shoot again. He blocks it again.
A defensive stalwart so far. That's 6 blocks.
Protecting the rim well. Love the hustle. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Takes the 3. The rebound by Nesmith. Pass to Turner. Siakam in the post. Dort defending. And that one drops. Siakam's gotten his second bucket.
You can see Turner evolving as a passer. He wants to set his teammates up. That's a pretty look.
And we just had to see that mobile one drive one more time. Great stuff.
Yeah, they have a long way to go, but attacking the rim like that is a great way to start a comeback.
Pass to Holmgren. Plenty of space. Hits the rim on the way in, and the bucket is good. Holmgren's got 4 points now in the quarter. The Pacers have got just 2 of 6 in the second half. Halliburton, the pass to Turner. Tipped. Out of bounds. It'll be Oklahoma City's ball. For the Thunder, Hartenstein comes in for Williams, and Joe subbed in for Caruso. The Pacers also with a sub. Nembhard, he's checked in for Halliburton. Pass to Dort. Gilgeous-Alexander from outside. The shot, no good. So Indiana will take it the other way. Here's Nembhard. No good with the triple. The Thunder have gone 4 of 6 from the floor in this third quarter. Dort's shot is good. So Dort's got 17 points.
Boy, you've got to have a tight handle to make that kind of move. Lou Dort, show off.
Pass to Nesmith. Here's Matherin. Here's Holmgren. Here's Joe. He's got 6. Dort outside. The 3. Here's Hartenstein. And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. And it's time to take another look at that powerful block.
Oh, amazing indeed. And getting stops like that only encourages them to keep attacking on the offensive end.
And so it's Indiana with it. Well, you look at all the turnovers. Boy, what a way to drive your coach crazy.
Yeah, your game plan means nothing if your players can't execute.
Pass to Turner. Goes up and lays it in nice and easy. 9 points in the game.
Well, the problem is they haven't gotten production from any other spot, but right now this guy is cooking.
And the basket by Joe.
Well, you can see the excitement with Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, so young and yet so gifted as a passer.
Watching SGA run this offense, he's so patient and he reads the defense exceptionally well.
And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Well, guys, with the yearly roster moves, it might be hard for the casual fan to keep track. But Commissioner Silver said it's a necessary side effect. He said, quote, "We tried to tie performance to pay in a closer way, and I think that's what you see with shorter contracts." Brian, more player movement has been the result.
Yeah, good point, Allie. Thanks. Here's Turner. Hartenstein pulls it in. Hartenstein's got his 6th rebound on the night. Yeah, Gilgeous-Alexander really plays at his pace, Grant.
You know, B.A., he's one of those guys the defense just can't speed up. And every move is purposeful. No wasted motion. He methodically breaks you down.
Pass to Nembhard. To the wing on the left. Siakam in the post. He's against Hartenstein. Nice shot by Turner.
Well, brought up in an unselfish system, Pascal Siakam takes great pride keeping his teammates involved.
Now Gilgeous-Alexander. 21 points in the game. Inside. Oh, a great 1-2 punch. Beautiful pass and a nasty jam.
There is an imagination, a creativity. This guy's passing drives the offense.
Indiana's gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the third. Pass to Mathurin. Here's Nembhard. There's the double team with Gilgeous-Alexander. 5 on the clock. Here's Nesmith. And he jams it home with authority.
It's just a great screen.
And they got a high-powered finish out of it.
And my question is, where was the help? Someone rotate over and challenge.
Pass to Holmgren. Puts up a 3. And that comes off the assist by Gilgeous-Alexander. Gilgeous-Alexander's got his 7th assist of the game with that last one. And the Pacers shooting 32% for this game. Not what they're hoping for. Here's Nembhard. Here's Nesmith. Fires the 3. Hartenstein pulls it in. Hartenstein's got 7 rebounds in the game. Outside for Dort. 3-pointer. And again, Oklahoma City with a triple.
They are unconscious from outside. And so far, the defense has had no answer.
Well, that's the whole point, isn't it? If you space the floor well enough, it's almost impossible for the defense to account for everyone.
To the middle. Here's Mathurin. Lays it up and banks it in.
Well, deliver the pass where your teammate can do something with it. Nice.
It's Dort on the wing. And again, Oklahoma City with a triple.
Well, Lou Dort is in rhythm, and he's getting more and more aggressive as he feels things flowing.
Pass to Mathurin. Here's Nesmith. And it's Holmgren with a rebound. Here's Joe. He's got 10. Dort for 3. Oh, the Thunder, another 3.
Here in the third, he's really started to heat up from the perimeter.
Well, the Pacers shooting a disappointing 38%. Pass to Mathurin. Now Siakam. There's 39 seconds left in the third quarter, and he comes up with a bucket.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
It takes incredible effort to stay connected to the hip of the offensive player. You've got to want to work.
He gets it in there. Holmgren's got 9 points here in the second half.
Well, the passing ability on display for SGA. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander getting it done.
It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Here's Turner. Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line.
Personal foul. Second team foul. Shooting for Indiana. Miles Turner. 2 shots.
First one falls.
Well, the athleticism that Miles Turner brings to the center spot is quite remarkable. This guy, an exceptional player on both sides of the floor.
Gilgeous-Alexander against McConnell. Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. He got it up. Oh, at the buzzer! Wow!
I didn't think he was going to get get it off in time. Oh, wow.
Great awareness in crucial situations. Nicely done.
What a performance for Lou Dort. He has been the story for the Oklahoma City Thunder. He's been doing damage. All right, let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
You talk about painting a magnificent picture with that dime. Just a great decision and a perfect delivery.
We call that putting it right in the pocket, and he knew what to do with it once it was there.
Well, there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. Out of bounds, it'll be Indiana's ball.
Pacers ball.
And for the Pacers, they're shooting only 33%. Not exactly consistent offense. And for Indiana, Halliburton is out there with T.J. McConnell. Then it's Obi Toppin. Then there's James Wiseman. Driving in. Here's Mitchell. And he floats it in for the easy two. Credit the sweet setup on that one. And now we'll get a perspective here on how the hustle game has been going for the Thunder.
Well, their D has been a major story tonight. I mean, those steals and putting pressure on the ball, clogging the passing lanes, impressive.
And you also have to love the way they've gotten out and run in transition. A ton of good chances tonight simply from being willing to run the floor. Well, defensively, if you allow him to get this close, you're playing with fire. He just happened to miss that one.
Fourth quarter just getting started. 1 minute in the books. Pass to Williams. Clock at 6. There's the triple. Goes back up. And that one's good. Holmgren. Holmgren's got 11 in the second half.
Boy, you have to be cognizant of where people are when the shot goes up. Defenders not blocking out in that instance.
First minute and a half of basketball played here in the fourth. McConnell, good.
Well, defensively, to me, you've got to do a better job communicating once the screen comes.
Pass to Holmgren. Out to the right wing. Over to the wing. Wide open. It's rebounded by Indiana. Wiseman's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Lets it go from 11. Mitchell grabs a miss. Oklahoma City has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the fourth quarter. Down low. It's stolen by Halliburton. Here's McConnell. And the rebound goes to the Thunder. Holmgren's for Oklahoma City. They've gone 2 of 5 from the field in this final quarter. The 3 from Mitchell. And the rebound goes to the Pacers. Got a piece of it. Out of bounds. It'll be Oklahoma City's ball.
This is one of those nights. Mistake after mistake, a comedy of errors.
The Thunder making a switch here. Williams is checked in. Nimhart, he's checked in for Indiana. The kick out to Williams. Out of bounds. It'll be Indiana's ball.
I'm not sure what happened there. You just can't give away possessions in this league.
The Pacers have gone 1 of 4 since the fourth quarter began.
Oklahoma City foul. Lonnie Jerome. First personal foul. First team foul.
Here's Wiseman. Around 3 minutes gone here in the fourth.
Thunder foul.
And the Pacers making a change here. Walker's checked in.
Personal foul. Second team foul. Pacers substitution. Walker.
From downtown. Offensive board. Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
I always love the hard work on the glass. Just great activity.
Williams with it, and it's McConnell picking him up. To the paint. And the jam by Walker.
Adding insult to injury with the dunk off the steal.
Nice to see a good play on D. That led to some fireworks.
Let's see if that serves as a momentum builder. What a great sequence for this group.
Williams finds Mitchell. Tries to snap the cold streak. Hits a three-pointer. Mitchell's got 5 points now this quarter.
Woo! That man is laser focused. Now, that's bad defense for a team that has a long way to go to catch up.
Well, credit the offense, though. If you're going to come with casual defensive effort, this team's responsibility is to take advantage, and they do.
Here's Nembhard. It's good.
Taking people to school with moves like that.
Oklahoma City has gone only 1 of 4 from the perimeter here in this fourth quarter. Pass to Wallace. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Great finish. What a setup. Terrific ball movement there.
Here's Nembhard. Back to McConnell. And Mitchell over to help. Wiseman with it. Williams defending. Wiseman, the pass to Walker. Some solid defense from Williams. The Thunder have got 4 of 8 shots to drop here in this final quarter. Here's Wallace. And again, Oklahoma City with a triple.
Defensively, gotta close out a little faster. That's a look he'll make with regularity.
Pass to Nembhard. And a nice finish on the layup.
And he gives up some size inside, but makes a great adjustment on the finish.
Well, he's attacking, he's forcing the issue, and that's simply stated a terrific play.
Here's Wallace. That one falls. Nice setup by Mitchell.
Here in the second half, they've just found better shots.
And I think what's happening is they're getting their shots within the flow of their offense, and you can clearly see the difference.
Some solid defense from Williams. Oklahoma City has got 2 of 5 threes to go here in the fourth. Outside for Mitchell. Pass to Wallace. Lets it go. And again, it's Oklahoma City.
And they're refusing to take a break, even with a nice lead. They just continue to attack. You have to love it.
And that, to me, is a sign of excellent coaching. There's an attention to detail. There is valuing of every possession.
Here's Wiseman. That one's good for 2.
Boy, when he's this deep, it's going to be tough to stop him, especially with a smaller defender.
Pass to Wallace. The kick out to Williams. Outside Mitchell. Here's Wallace. And stolen by McConnell. Down low. Here's Walker. And the jam by Walker.
I'll tell you, that vertical ability he has puts him in select company in NBA power forwards. May not have great size, but boy, he plays bigger than it.
Launches it. And again, Oklahoma City with a triple.
Coming down the stretch, they've leaned on the perimeter game.
Boy, the three-point arc has been a major factor in what they've done here tonight. You love the aggressiveness.
McConnell's shot is off.
Great contest down low. Allowing no easy hoops is a winning approach.
Williams from long range buries it from 3. Williams has gotten himself going with a triple, his first basket of the game. Knocked away. Outside Mitchell. Here's Wallace. That one's good. Mitchell making the play. Mitchell's got his 4th assist in this one.
And trying to put the game away, he's been nails all evening.
And he hasn't forced much tonight. I love the efficiency he's giving to them.
The kick out to Williams. Pass to Wallace. The 3-ball. And again, Oklahoma City with a triple.
Well, the scoreboard tells you everything you need to know about this one. A great showing here for the Thunder.
And everything seemed to go their way today. They were firing on all cylinders, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., this was the kind of performance you relish as a player. Just a very impressive win.
And as it was happening, as it was building, you knew this was a monster game for Chet Holmgren.
Well, I thought his best work was his pursuit of the basketball. He competed for every rebound, fought for position in the paint, and never stopped working. I love it.
The Thunder making a switch here. Jang's checked in. Takes a 3. The shot won't fall, so the Pacers will take it the other way. McConnell passes to Walker. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist.
Well, what a terrific possession. Attack in the painted area.
Here's Wallace. Outside, Williams. To the middle. Here's Mitchell. Pass to Jang. Shot clock at 6. Parked it down low that time. Got hit with the 3-second call. Joe's checked in for Oklahoma City. And the Pacers also making a change. Bryant's checked in. Here's Nimhart.
Isaiah Joe. First personal foul.
He misses the free throw.
Shooting for Indiana. Andrew Nemhart.
He hits the second from the line. Now 5 seconds separating the shot clock and the game clock. Here's Joe. Pass to Jang. Here's Joe. Outside Mitchell. Down to 5 on the shot clock. There's the 3. Pure from 3-point range.
They got a big lift from their crowd tonight, giving them the energy they needed.
What an impressive performance, to say the least. At this point, it looks insurmountable.
And so it's the Thunder taking care of business in this one. Well, this might not have been the most competitive game we've ever seen, but you've got to appreciate their masterful performance.
And I'm sure their fans appreciated it too. We saw the outstanding defense and a loaded offensive effort, and they were just dominant out there.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Grant Hill, Allie LaForce, and Doris Burke, and the rest of our 2K team, this is Brian Anderson signing